Ladies and gentlemen, the lady who is voted Female Country Vocalist of the Decade, Grammy Award-winning Lynn Anderson.
Sipping on my Fergusson'S. Old brother Ben got a fiddle in his hand, and mama's on a mandolin. Where the music is right and the band gets tired, she bought a cymbal and grin, and everybody starts moving to the sound of the guitar strums, and everybody starts grooving to the beat of the rhythm and drums. So come along with yourself, pretty girl, we're gonna rock to the music and fun. Just sip that wine and have a really good time and listen to a country song. Y'all do like country songs, don't you? Oh, Sheriff Bradley never comes around knocking on a cold back door. As a matter of fact, you can find him in the back picking on his old banjo. My brother Jack sneaks up from the back trying to get to Sister Sue. She throws him on the ground without turning around. She knows a little jiu-jitsu, and everybody starts moving to the sound of the guitar strums. Everybody starts grooving to the beat of the rhythm and drums. So come along with yourself, pretty girl, we're gonna rock to the music and blues. Just sip that wine and have a really good time and listen to a country song. Sip that wine and have a really good time. Listen to a country song. One more. Hey, sip that wine and have a really good time. Listen to a country song. Okay. Thank you. Now we're going to check and see how many of you are really country music fans. Now I'm going to check you out on this one. I'm going to see how many of you can sing along, okay? I'm going to do an old Hank Snow song. Real simple, nothing to it, easy. It's just a bunch of cities and stuff like that. There's nothing to it. Just sing right along. You got to get a little bit rowdy if you're going to do this, though. But, you know, I'm going to check you out. And just now, we will find out just exactly how much of a country music fan you are. Are you ready? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I travel up in the chair, man. I've been everywhere. Nobody's singing. It's real easy, nothing to it. You just starts with Reno, Chicago, Fargo, nothing to it. You ready? Yeah, okay. Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Runner, Windows, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Panama, Alabama, Bango, Seven, or Amarillo, Killer, Amarillo, Amarillo, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert's bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I travel off with my share, man. I've been everywhere. Nobody's singing. Now wait a second, Richie. It must be too slow. I mean, that's a lot of words to get in one breath. I mean, you got to get all the words in one breath, right? So a little bit faster, okay? Yeah, it'll be easier this way. Yeah. Is that better for you now? Okay, next verse is Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville. You ready? Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, we got 6 seconds, one look out the business like this shit, shooting right at this guy like on like that, but I don't feel like going, you know, this silly kind of see what I mean, sir. I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere, man, cross the desert fair, man, I breathe the mountain air, man, I travel up in the share, man, I've been everywhere. They're not only not singing, they're not impressed. Richie, go as fast as you can go one time. That's it. Just come on, Richie. Bust just St. Louisiana, watch news, game sex, and when I regret it, I don't think I'll never forget it. You give me spirit, I'm gonna live the way to say I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert fair, and I breathe it out. Ah, Barbara Mandrell, wherever you are tonight, eat your heart out. I've been everywhere. Thank you. I got a little bit of pneumonia. Well, it's really bronchitis. But anyway, if I cough a little bit, I'm not contagious. It only hurts when I sing, okay? Let me sing you a few songs that I've recorded in the last several years. Now, you're not going to get insulted or anything, are you, if I make fun of some of them other girls? You wouldn't do that, would you? I mean, we're all friends and all that. Well, we know each other anyway. I mean, you know, I get mistaken for other girls sometimes. I'm not really sure why that is, but, you know, I do get a lot of people that know they've seen the face somewhere, but they're not real sure what name goes with it. You know? You can always tell when it's going to happen because people, it's always kind of the same thing. They look at you with the same expression. It's always... You're her, ain't you? And I'll say, yes, ma'am. And they go, can I have your autograph, Loretta? It makes me so mad. I keep telling them she's the old one with the black hair. Don't tell her I said that. Anyway, see, if it's not her, it's always this one other girl. And I mean, I know that nobody's trying to be nasty or anything. I mean, Loretta and I, our names are real similar. And of course, we both sing country music. So it's one of those easy mistakes to make. I mean, nobody's trying to be mean or anything like that. But if it's not Loretta, it's always this one other girl. And it's real natural. It's another one of those easy mistakes because she's got all this blonde hair like me, you know. And there's one or two other real outstanding reasons. I don't think that's funny. I mean, really honestly, didn't you think I was Dolly Parton when I walked out here first? I don't think that's funny. I mean, really, what she got that I ain't got?
A big bus.
What?
She has two buses, actually.
Oh, bus. Bus.
Right, they follow each other.
Bus. Okay. That was good. Was that you? That went. Yeah, good. Okay. Well, anyway, in case anybody's still confused, I'm going to sing you a few records from a few years ago. Some of them kind of new. We'll see if we can bring back some memories. Okay. This is a song called "Top of the World," and that's how it feels being back here at the Little Opry. I've been here for about 3 years, I guess. It's nice to be back. Coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eye, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is not coming to, especially for me. Want some? Yeah. Do y'all remember? No, you probably don't. Is anybody here old enough to remember Johnny Ray? No. You know how long ago that's been? Like 1947 and 1948. You know, way back. Let me sing you a song that was #1 for Johnny Ray in like 1949, 1950. And this to me is the hardest thing to find in my business, a really great song. Now, it was #1 for him in the pop field, and it was #1 for me a few years ago in the country field. So, you know, that to me is a good song. I hope you like it as well as I do. If I can sing it tonight. Y'all keep your fingers crossed, okay? If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you'll feel better if you cry. When waking from a bad dream, don't you sometimes think it's real? But it's only false emotions that you feel. If your heartaches seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, you remember sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head down and go on and cry. Come on now, this way you gotta keep your fingers crossed. If your heartaches seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, you remember sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head down and go on and thank you. I got through the hard one, and now I won't be able to sing the easy one. I closed my mouth and sprayed my face. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. When you take, you gotta give, so live and let go. Whoa, 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 I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. I could promise you things like big diamond rings, but you don't find roses growing on stalks of clover. sunshine. There's gotta be a little rain sometime. Thank you very much for that song. It was awfully good to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now, are y'all ready to get a little rowdy? Would y'all get a little bit rowdy? I mean, does anybody here know how to go ha-ha and stuff like that? Yeah? I haven't heard any cowbells tonight. No cowbells? No cowbells? Well, see, sometimes they do that. Well, I thought it would be fun. But if you don't have any, that's okay. If you don't have a cowbell, you have to go ha-ha, okay? Not all the time, just occasionally. But, you know, you can stomp your feet if you feel like it. That'd be okay. You can clap your hands if you want to. But it's, you know, it is generally required in country music that, one, you don't wear a tie. Well, we'll loosen it just a little bit, okay? It's hot in here. I mean, you know, heavens to Betsy. Undo the top button. Yeah, just relax. So you're supposed to lay back. Just relax. You got to either clap your feet, stomp your hands, and go, ah, at least once, okay? Now, we're going to do an old record. This was about 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, okay, we'll see if you remember this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's around her, I can tell you that. She can sing the whole night through. Then she'll tell about the sleep she lost. 'Cause even cowgirls get the blues. Not like that, see? Gypsy cowgirls, they're the gypsy kind. They leave the reins laid on the moon like that. She'll live to see the world turned upside down. Hitching rides out of the blue. Even cowgirls get the blues. Sometimes found another way to lose. Sometimes get this feeling that she's too far gone. The only way she's ever been. Dog Grisham over here. Lonely nights out there on the road. Hotel ceiling stares you down. There must be several ways to pay your dues. 'Cause even cowgirls get the blues. I know it, I know it. Woo! Even cowgirls get the blues. Sometimes find another way to lose. Sometimes get this feeling that she's too far gone. The only way she's ever been. Even cowgirls get the blues. Sometimes find another way to lose. Sometimes get this feeling like the restless wind. The only way she's ever been. Get this feeling like the restless wind. The only way she's ever been. That's Gwen, Kay. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. Y'all like rowdy music a little bit. Do you like bluegrass? Yeah? Okay, well now, I had one record. See, people don't think about me as doing bluegrass music. In fact, it was one of my very first records. It's been, I think it was 18 years ago. I was a small child then. That's not funny either. No, the fact is I was still in high school. I was still living in California. I was on a little teeny bitty label that had never had an album out before. This was the first album that they ever manufactured, and it was my first album, of course. And it had one song on it that kind of went on and became a standard in the bluegrass field. Everybody's recorded it. Everybody's sung it on stage. In fact, well, anyway, I'm going to do it anyway because this is one of my favorite songs. People ask me what's my favorite song that I've ever recorded, and I guess they expect me to say Rose Garden because it was one of those big, huge things, you know. But this was just recently declared the official state theme song of Tennessee, and I'm real proud to have been a part of it. Let me sing it for you, but you have got to get rowdy. That's the only way we can make it through this song, okay? We're going to do it. You ready? You got the band? Yeah. You got to. Wish that Arizona Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoky smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bills. Once I had a man on Rocky Top, half where the other half cat. Well, that's a big foot sweet and so did Bob, and I still dream about that. Here we go. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Come on, Wanda. Do it, everybody all together, go. Dirt's too rocky by far, so that's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Well, I've had years of cramped up city life, trapped like a duck in a pen, and all I know is it's a pity life can't be simple again. One more. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Black cloud rolled in from the north and it started to rain. It rained real hard and it rained for a real long time. And now there's 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline, Louisiana. The river had busted through clear down to Plaquemine, and now there's 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline, Louisiana, Louisiana. They're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. Louisiana. Go ahead. They're trying to I quit. Country music and Cajun music is that, hello there. Instead of going, ah, you got to go, hey, can y'all do that? Go, hey. Oh, try it a little bit, go, hey. At first, Mom and Papa got a little boy lady, raised him on the banks of the river bed. Spoon tied to a big tall tree, home for my papa and my mama and me. On the river floats Papa's great big boat. That's how my papa travels into town. Takes every bit of a night and a day, then reach a place where the people stay. I can hardly wait until the war comes around. That's the day my papa takes the birds down. Papa promised me that I could go. You even had to see the cowboy shows. Cowboys and Indians for the first time then. Told my papa gotta go again. Papa said, "Hun, we got a line to run. Come back again, 'cause there's work to be done." Come on now. Hey! God, that's doing pretty good. Fishing lines strung across the Louisiana River. Gotta catch a big fish for us to eat. Setting traps in the swamp, catching anything he can. Gotta make a living, he's a Louisiana man. 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 Hey! Thank you. No. Thank you. I really did get involved with one of those Louisiana men, and I did move down to Louisiana for about 5 years. I really haven't made a record for about 3 years, I guess. And I've got a new record out now. That's the first album in, well, nearly 3 years. Did y'all bring a copy of it up here? You didn't, did you? You forgot, RB, didn't you? I was going to give him an album, and y'all forgot, didn't you? You forgot? No, you didn't forget. You didn't forget. I was see. Yeah, I was see. Well, see. It's called Back. But that's a picture of my back. Ain't that clever? And then see, on the back is a picture of my front. I thought that was real clever. You might not think that's clever, but well, anyway. See, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna throw it real soft because I did this one time and nearly took a guy's goozle clean off. I'm gonna do this, and then I want everybody else to get jealous, see, and want to come buy one or whatever. Anyway. I didn't throw too hard. I only made second row. See, okay. Let me sing you a few songs off of this. Now I'm real proud of it because this. Well, let me sing you a song that's number, I think it's 16 with a bullet in the Billboard this week, which is the national charts. I don't know what radio station you listen to. Y'all from different parts of the country been to visit, or do y'all live around this area usually? Y'all visiting? Yeah? Well, I hope you've heard this song in your part of the country. We never know really until we sing it for you and see if you like it or not, but sometimes I still think of you love that's gone by, and the things I didn't do. Time heals hearts, so they all say. Passage of years slowly pulls the pain away, but there's still a little tenderness in every little thing I do. It's what I learned from loving you. That's what I learned from loving you. Times have changed, and I have changed too. Even my eyes have turned a deeper shade of blue. I guess it's all that crying they went through. It's what I learned from loving you. That's what I learned from loving you. When I had too much to learn to hold on to someone like you, and it took losing you to make me see the lady you needed me to be. I don't cry, though we're apart. Someday soon, someone else will lead this heart. Oh, and the next time I'm gonna know when our love is true. It's what I learned from loving you. That's 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 what I learned from loving you. Like that? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh my. Let me sing you another song off that album that I really like. I like pretty songs. Do y'all like pretty songs? Okay, well, let me sing you a song that I usually dedicate to my ex-husband. See, I dedicated every song on this album to somebody because I figure that country music is one of those, if it doesn't mean something special to you or to someone that you know, if it's not that kind of a personal thing, then it probably, is not, it probably is not good enough, or else it ain't country or something. I just think that country music kind of says things about how you and I feel. This one's real close. I mean, when I first cut this album, I played it for my ex-husband. I played this one song for him, and he started to cry. And he stopped the record in the middle, and he said, "Did you write that song?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, who did?" And I said, "Nobody that knows us." And he put it back on and started playing it again. But I figured that any song that could make that turkey cry deserved to be dedicated to him. So I guess it was awful close to home. Maybe it's close to home for some of you too. I've always done what you wanted, believing the good outweighed the bad. Tried everything I knew to hold you, gave up every dream I ever had. Now I fought back each time you hurt me. Through every break my heart kept hanging in. But I'm through fooling myself. You got somebody else. This time the heartbreak wins. This time you've hurt me for the last time. This is where our love story ends. This time I know it's really over. This time the heartbreak wins. True story here. I've always known you had a wild streak, a part of you that needed to be free. But like a fool, I tried to change you. There's no one left to blame but me. Now I can't stay here any longer, but at least I fought it to the bitter end. But I'm through fooling myself, and I'm giving up. This time the heartbreak wins. This time you've hurt me for the last time. This is where our love story ends. This time I know it's really over. This time the heartbreak wins. This time you've hurt me for the last time. This is where our love story ends. This time I know it's really over. This time the heartbreak wins. This time the heartbreak wins. Let's do another thank you. You like that song. Thank you. Okay, let me sing you another. See, that's my favorite kind of song, but you know, most of the hits that I've had have been kind of fast and silly songs. I mean, Cry is probably the only ballad I've ever had other than this one. You know, and this one, That's What I Learned From Loving You, is doing real great. But let me sing you another ballad from this album, and you tell me if you like it, okay? Because I never know, and I mean, people tell me that it's too slow or whatever, and I think people like this kind of song, but you tell me, okay? You tell me, because you're the boss. You're the ones that like them or don't like them or say yes and no, but... What did you think I would do at this moment when you're standing before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you found another and you just don't love me no more. And what did you think I would say at this moment when faced with the knowledge that you just don't love me? Did you think I would curse you or say things to hurt you? 'Cause you just don't love me no more. Did you think I could hate you, raise my hands to you? Come on, you know me too well. How could I hate you, darling? I love you, and I never want to hurt you. And what do you think I would give at this moment? I'd gladly subtract 20 years from my life. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on. If I could just hold you again. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on. If I could just have you. If I could just have you I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on. If I could just have you Okay, thank you. Let me do you a fun song. I don't want to end on such a sad note. Let me do some happy music, because that's what I think country music is all about. But if you like those songs, I am so happy. Thank you very much for accepting me back. It was real scary after 3 years of being home having babies. It was kind of like wondering if you'd give a party and nobody'd come, you know what I mean? Thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you've had as good a time as I have. I want to see you over there and sign autographs and sell, we'll get you some records or some pictures or whatever you want. We'll do whatever you want to do when you leave. And please come up and at least shake hands, okay, before you go home. Let me sing you one fun song, okay? Okay. Down in Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was way behind and he was in a bind and he was looking to make a deal. When he come across this young boy sitting on the fiddle and playing hot, the devil jumped up on the hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. If you care to take a dare, well, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but just give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you." Well, the boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best it's ever been. Johnny, you're not gonna be a boy and play a little hard, 'cause hell's for blues and joke and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get the shiny film ready to go. And if you lose, the devil gets your soul. Well, the devil opened up his case. He said, I'll start the show. And fire flew from his fingertips. He rosined up that bow. Door got full across the strings. It made an evil hiss. A band of demons joined in, and it sounded something like this. We got no aggression over here. Got your standard cherry swallow. Any good? Now, y'all, you can say, he's good. Yeah, he's real good. That's Richie Simpson on the drums. He's good. He's real. Arvin Kramer, don't he look like Magnum P.I.? He's real good. Barry Walsh over here on the piano. You bet Ricky. You bet Gwen. Warren DeVick on the fiddle and the banjo and the guitar. Aren't they good? Yeah. That was pretty good now. When the devil finished, Johnny said, well, that's pretty good, old son. Just sit down there in that easy chair and let me show you how it's done. And he played, all around the run. Devil in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread man picking out doors. Granny's don't like no chavo. Not bad. Well, the devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. Laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. He said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best it's ever been. Run, 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 run. Devil in the house of the rising sun. The chicken and the red bread picking out dough. Granny's talk like no chavo. Woo! Y'all put your hands together one time and just run a bit. Put a smile on your face. It doesn't cost the extra nickel to smile. I promise it makes you feel good. Thank you for being so nice to us in the Thrasher Brothers. Son, see me. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lynn Anderson. Lynn Anderson.
How does it feel to be back in full swing?
It's a little frightening because after being away from it for 3 years, there were a lot of changes in the music business. A lot of new faces came in, a lot of different people, you know, and the styles changed quite a bit. And because of that, the audience has changed a lot. So I really didn't know if I was going to try this again, and it would be like starting completely over and nobody would know who I was or whatever, or if it was going to be one of those where they'd say, oh, listen, that's that old broad that was, you know, and like, you know, like think that, you know, because I really have been around a long time, they would think I was, you know, real, you know, like over the hill and too old to be doing it or something like that. You know, it's just because I've been doing it since I was a teenager, and people just think, what really kills me is when people come up to me and they're like 80 years old and they say, I've been watching you since I was a little girl, you know, because I've just been doing it a long time. But it really was scary, and so far, so good.
What about your new hit record, What I Learned from Loving You?
Well, it's always hard to say. I really like the song. The fellow that wrote a song called Third Rate Romance, Low Rent Rendezvous. It was by the amazing Rhythm Aces, and I loved it. It was kind of a pop song, kind of a country song, and I love the guy that sang it. I didn't know who it was, but it was a fellow named Russell Smith, same fellow that wrote What I Learned from Loving You. And when I met him and knew who he was and everything, and heard this song, I just fell in love with it. I thought, boy, that's great. But I didn't dare put it out the first thing coming back, you know, because people seem to expect up-tempo songs from me, and I didn't think that I dared to put out a ballad first thing out of the box. So we put out another record first, an up-tempo record, and so on, and then this one, and it seemed like it worked real well because people were then used to the fact that I was back in the music business, and I think the song speaks for itself. I think the song is just. It's just a well-written song, and it says something that people like to hear, and that's what country music's all about. It all starts with a good song.
What do you think about ballads? I noticed you made a comment on stage about ballads versus the up-tempo stuff. Do you feel more comfortable with ballads?
Well, I love ballads. I mean, that's my favorite kind of music. If I'm going to listen to music, I'll listen to people like Ray Price and Lee Greenwood. And, you know, maybe like Barbara Streisand or something like that. But I listen to people who really sing, you know. I like to listen to people who really get into a song. And a lot of the things that I did earlier on were kind of fast and silly songs. Of course, I was a teenager, you know, and it would have been, I guess, kind of incongruous is the word. Kind of weird for me to sing really adult kind of songs that were over my head when I was just a kid. But you know, now I've been through stuff. I've had a broken marriage. I've been hurt. You know, I've gone through and lived through things that I can sing these songs now and really feel them. A lot of the people in Nashville, when I came back in, you know, they weren't sure if I was going to be serious about it or not. And the comment I've heard the most from the people in the business is that I'm singing with more feeling now than ever, and I think that's because I've lived through a lot of the situations now that are written about in country music.
Super.